Do a quick video, or hopefully a quick video, on emotional disturbance and ME. I think most of us do have emotional problems, and that when we do have ME, well, depression, anxiety, things like OCD, or certain things like that, paranoia even. And on Miranda's channel here, this is a little tip for all YouTube channels. So normally you would go at the top there where the 14th moon of Uranus is. If you go onto somebody's personal channel, there's always a search box actually underneath the actual channel name, and you do a search of just those videos by that person or by that group of people. So all you do on here is, in this case, we just put depression. So we'll see just Miranda's, well, that's what we're supposed to be seeing. Right. So now we see these here, ME, CFS and depression. My plans, ME isn't depression. Negative effects after clock changes there as well. Pity Party, my mental health and antidepressants by Miranda, that was a year ago, and all sorts of things like that. So there's loads of stuff there. Also, if you go on ME Association, there's lots of things about, you know, ME and medication, amitriptyline, depression, pain and sleep relief. I take amitriptyline for sleep. But there's all sorts of things there. Anyway, what I've been experiencing over the last, well, it's the year really, probably a bit over a year, but it's become like really quite bad. So I think I probably mentioned on here about my dad's he's terminally ill, but he just hangs on amazingly. But what's happened is that I've experienced a lot of anger. And that really isn't me. There's very few times in my life where I've held on to anger, and the problems really is because he's a very. I mean, we've always been best friends and always been very close, and but he's very private, and he never wanted to talk about this final stage of life. He always avoided it. So, like anything to do with funerals or you know, what he wanted leaving, and how this part of things is going to work out, and and I hadn't been too bad, but now he's being put in a care home, and he owns a house, but he's been living in a bungalow for the last year, but he still owns the house that he originally had, and the problem is that if you have like self-fund, you have to be over a certain bracket, and then if you go under that, but the house actually is part of the, you know, is part of the money. But the problem lies with me is that Dad's lost the deeds, and like sort of it's been absolutely traumatic because I don't know where to go. You know, he's been thinking, are they in this position? Are they in the Lloyd's Bank, or the in somewhere else, and all the rest of it, and my brain's about to explode, and so I've been quite angry at him, but you know, that's died down, and I got I don't know what that is flickering there, just a minute. So the doctor put us on propanol, which I've been on, used to be on for a few years, which I thought was did me good. So that sort of things calmed down, but now I've just been really in a total depression, and it's just like it's very, I don't know, I just can't really like lift myself and things like that. So it's one of these things. And another problem that's like lying as well is that he's not well enough to go back, so he's going to either have to be in the care home permanently, or he'll have to be at some point in a hospital to see his last days out, really, which is I mean, it's like a grief thing, I think, as well. I've got And the thing is that it's, I don't know what to do. There's like, he's got his bungalow, and his bungalow needs cleaning out by the end of this month. And I don't know where a lot of things have come from. You know, things like he's got Zimmer frames in there, he's got wheelchairs and things like that. And this has just left us absolutely, I don't know which way to turn. I don't know half the things. You see, he's got like I wouldn't say he's got terrible dementia, but it is dementia, and you can't remember things and stuff like that. And the thing is, I'm stuck. I'm really in a position where I'm not well. Obviously got Miranda and that to look after and things like that. And I've got Miranda, I'm not quite sure what that flickering is. And the thing is I employ 4 girls, 4 carers to help with Miranda. And, you've got all that type of thing. So you've got insurance, you've got direct payments, which is, I think, in all parts of at least England, maybe all the UK, I'm not sure on that. And then you've got the insurance, you've got the dealing with the payroll company, the accountants, and all the rest of it. And it's such a, you've got all your own stuff going on when you're not well. And I've just like sort of hit this brick wall, which is just absolutely, it's one of them things that I'm in this position of, I kind of get out of. It's like being trapped. And, and then when you cannot be bothered to do anything. Even if you felt well enough, you just can't be bothered with it. And, I wonder if anybody else has been in a similar position, and maybe leave some comments in the comment section, and give us your own take on all this type of thing, because that's what it's all about, really, isn't it? It's about learning from everybody else. Even though you can have this, you can have this illness for decades upon decades, sometimes lifetime, and you're still always learning how new ways to do it. And there's a friend of ours, and she was on about writing a letter, on like, when you're angry with somebody or something like that, writing a letter, and that did help actually. So that's a good idea, and the anger's lifted, but then it's like being replaced by all I want to do all day is cry, and I cannot cry. It's one of those things I cannot let it out. So I wonder what anybody else thinks, but I don't know what this flickering is on here. So anyway, so that's once again, thanks for watching the videos.